Okay, so you feel like you've lost mobility or access to your left hip, or maybe you're getting a bit of nagging pain at the front when you squat or sit down, or perhaps you're a runner that you feel like you've lost a bit of strength in that hip for some reason. You feel like when you're running, you're having to kick that hip through all of the time. Don't worry, it's probably not your hip flexor, it's probably just an issue with accessing the back end of your hip. So one exercise that we can do to restore that before you go on your runs or you do your squatting or something like that is to actually make sure that you're loading that left side. So we're not allowing you to bias towards that right side. Really simple solution is to do something called a front foot elevated split squat. So we're going to put our foot onto a plate or something that's going to elevate our front foot slightly. Only 1 or 2 inches, but just enough so you can start to really feel that foot. We're always going to set up at the bottom, so we're going to go down to that position, and what I'm going to make sure I'm doing is I'm taking my knee to my back pocket. So the further forward your knee comes, the less access you have to that hip. So it's really important that you get that left knee and just sort of take it back a little bit, nice and gentle, nothing forced. But yeah, keep that knee into that back pocket and don't let it go forwards from here. All we're going to do now is simply make sure you're loading the left side. So we're going to take a weight or a kettlebell or a dumbbell, anything like that, and we're going to use our front foot to stand up. And if you feel like you're leaning back onto that right side, make sure that you just bring that foot in a little bit so you can get your weight and your body distributed over that front foot. You don't want to be leaning back ever, okay? Make sure you're loading that hip. Okay, so my left hip is now in my back pocket. I've got a weight in my left hand, so all of a sudden I'm now loading my left hip. I'm going to reach forwards and slightly across with my right arm, which again biases me towards my left hip. And we're just going to bang out 5 repetitions. Push through that front foot. Everything through that front foot, nice and controlled. The back foot is just a stabilizer. Okay, 3 to 5 repetitions, and recheck your hip, and it should be a little bit better.